Hey guys, it's your girl Neema James back here with Crime Talk. Today we're going to be talking about soft life versus hustle culture. Are we tired or are we grinding? However, I'm not going to be on my own today. I got two co-hosts by my side. First off,
Brighton Gabriel.
second off.
Maximilian and Paul.
Right, so like what I said before, today we're going to talk about soft life. Like which type of life you design for yourself. Do you want it to be mellow and peaceful or do you want to always be on the run? So starting off with like soft life, what do you think this type of like people should be leading in this era?
But and foremost, if that we want peace, not progress, no, level mates. And in this life, in today's current life, nothing have changed, and we are now in globalization era, no. So it doesn't mean that if you want to success, that you have to pass on difference or difficulty, pinch yourself, living a hard life so as you can reach a goal. That's not real. Sometimes you have to live because life is all about living. We only meet once, no? Only one, but not twice. So I should get the time to enjoy life.
Yeah, like actually is we only live once. That's for real. But like how do you live that life? How do you get that life to live only once? Is it gonna be worth it? Is it not gonna be worth it? All right, like that's the very first thing that you're supposed to look at like in this point of view. For example, like I can take like at the end of the day, we all want that soft life. That's true at the end of the day. But like, what do you do? Because every soft life out there is actually paid for. Either you did, either your parents did, either the legacy that they built, whatever. Every soft life out there is actually paid for. All right. So like, when we actually have this soft life, for example, like let me ask you a question. Like when you get this soft life, let's say like you live in a mansion, all right? You get you go to like nice schools, nice varsities and everything. Like what do you think in yourself like builds a character in you? And what do you think your dads or the people who are worked hard, what's their character is? All right? Let me ask you that, then like I can see like where this is going actually.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, we got this thing we call we have this thing we call doing the right thing at the right time. No?
Yeah.
When it's time to work, you have to really work. And when it's time to enjoy the life, you have to really enjoy it. Enjoy the life. So living in a mansion, living in a normal house, it doesn't mean that you determine you live a good life. You can even live in a cool, normal house, but you are enjoying your own life. But you can even live in a big mansion, and yet you don't enjoy your life.
But like we're actually talking about soft life, right? When actually talking about soft life, yes, I didn't mean that like because like majority like for people who are living in mansions, especially the kids, do live a soft life. That's why I took it as an example. But like let me say you live in a trailer park, all right?
Yeah.
Let's say for example you live in a trailer park. You don't work, all right? Things are given to you. That's the soft life I'm talking about. Like it doesn't it won't change. And I promise you, like at the end of the day, when you get electricity, when you get your bills paid and everything, and you don't work for it, like you living that soft life. I don't think that any of those things will last at the end of the day. I really don't think because like you have the resources to back it up, you have the knowledge, you have the willingness, you have the competitiveness in you to back up all that you want, so that they could go further on and further on. Because like when you actually live a soft life, I think like living a soft life itself, wanting to live that in whole of your life, I think it's a little bit of selfish, don't you think? Because like I really don't think but like for any person who has passed down his legacy to people and to people and to people, like when you're talking about the generational wealth, I don't think anybody was selfish. People died to make up countries, people shed blood and everything. They didn't want soft lives, like they didn't want just live at the real life always I mean at the beginning, but
That's totally true. I feel like it's because we have like a Gen Z perspective or you're like we should be did so like this should be lit to set right. I feel like not every single person has the luxury to do so because if you're like some people are born into luxury and then they just automatically have a soft life, but then some people if you're not born into luxury and what you have isn't enough, especially in this current day, the inflation is happening somewhere because everything is going up. So obviously you're gonna want to hustle in order to get the bake it makes. So I feel like it's nice. Like it is ideal. It's idyllic to live a soft life. However, in reality, you still need to work hard to get what you. And also speaking about globalization, because you pointed this out, this is like statistically saying, if you think of the rich north and the poor south, and we're in the poor south, by the way, uh, we don't benefit like as much as they benefit in terms of globalization because we always get things our third best, second best, where they always get things our first best companies manufactured that. So technically, we're not advancing as much as we should from globalization at the same time. So
You know what the main point is? The main point is all about enjoying your life. The film, that's the main point. I'm on it. Cause you can even work. Working is part of life, but working it doesn't limit you to enjoy your life. You feel me?
Listen. Okay. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
There's something that you have said recently that maybe you just sit somewhere and get everything paid off, your bills, your electricity, water, and whatever. You just live a lazy life. No. What I'm trying to talk about is you have something to do. Okay?
Uh-huh.
You earn something, right?
Yeah.
The no matter what you aim, it's small or big, but you have to train it yourself or put yourself in a good life. You can even say, I go to maybe to have a Lamborghini or maybe a Mercedes or G-Wagon, whatever car. But everything goes with steps, step by step.
But you can get none of those. It's soft life.
Listen up, let me finish, sir. Right? You congratulate yourself by even achieving a small thing. You can have something. Now, oh, this is the time I have to enjoy. Not all of it, but a little of it. Then that thing will push you to reach that thing you want to reach. You feel me?
I feel you.
That's what I'm talking.
Okay, and actually, I feel like, or like, I really get your point, but I think that contradicts the whole POV of living a soft life because here's the thing: we all work, all right. Some people work a little bit too hard, all right. Yes, we always need rest, and people work to get a good life, isn't it? But like living a soft life, as the way I view it, like on my side, like when you say, "Oh, okay, I'm on that soft life," it's a little bit contradictory because you don't have to work. Like if you're working hours, all right, you're working hours, you're doing a job, you're doing your dues, you pay your bills and one, two, three things. If you're doing all those, I really don't think that's a soft life. But if you're getting everything and like most of all those things are being paid for, like you don't work for them and you don't pay for them. All right. That's the literal meaning of soft life because like having a good life isn't soft. Like let me remind you, like we've seen rich people have good lives. They work hard as hell. They work hard as hell, but they have good lives. They have bigger cars. They have nice houses, bigger houses. You see, like and the likes, but they work hard. That's not a soft life. That's just a good life. I think that's where you contradict this.
is it like I feel like they're not really like self love doesn't necessarily mean that you're not working because like it
You're not working hard. You're not working hard.
TikTokers work hard,
They don't work hard.
content creators work hard,
They don't.
all work
That
hard.
is that's what I'm saying. Like you don't work hard. All right.
That's the day paper.
Yes, you don't work hard. And okay, now that you have brought it up, let me take an example. People like us. All right. The people who do podcasts. Like we've seen people getting rich from podcasts and I'm streaming, especially streaming actually right now in the US. We've seen Kai Cenat and everybody, Speed, whatever. They get rich from using like very minimal efforts. All right. Because like one of the things as you said, it's what we work smart, no hard in it. Like yeah, you said that like we work smart, we don't work hard. Right? But at the end of the day, smartness in my side, smartness doesn't beat hard work because of a lot of things. When you're smart and things go your way and people start doing the very same thing you're doing because it's smart and they get the same life as you're doing, That's when you start staying up late, being creative. You start observing what your fellows are doing. All right, you want to do better. You want to do this and this. Okay, I'm seeing this other person. I want to do better. I'm seeing this other person. I want to do better. You want to be innovative. All right, you want to be creative, and more of those. So like I think it doesn't necessarily require physical strength for a person to be not living a soft life. All right, at the end of the day, when you're getting used to that soft life, and many people do the very same thing as you because it's beneficial, like okay, I can get a lot of money without working hard. I People starting to stream a lot, and I like you have seen let me take this example as Speed. Right, Speed is like I think the most famous streamer in the world. W- we have seen like the way other streamers go money. We've seen Logan Paul, like the Paul brothers. Like we have seen the Paul brothers. They got a lot of money. Yes, they had rich parents, yeah, but like for themselves, they got a lot of money from just streaming. We've seen Kaisenar, we've seen a lot of people. But like, have you seen like what Speed is doing? It's so different from everybody. Speed travels. He does funny things. He puts himself in very dangerous situations. He works hard. Like you can literally see he just doesn't sit there on his computer and just does this. No, no, because why? Because everybody does that. So he's taking a step in front. He starts working hard. So like I really don't think on my side that Speed is just having that soft life. He's working hard and that gives him the strength and the innovative skills and the competitiveness.
So let me interrupt you.
Yeah, sure.
Now you're coming back to the point of view that working smart and no hard. No,
Yeah.
you can even work hard but not smart. You attain nothing. You feel you work, you push heavy efforts, but the outcome is just less. But if you work smartly, working smartly is by understanding who you are, what do you want, and what do you have. You feel me?
Yes, I
All
do.
about working smartly. Then after working smartly, there you just add some a little bit effort.
It doesn't have to be a little because everybody's working smart.
Listen up, listen up. You know, just listen.
I am listening here.
Working smartly.
Yeah.
Okay, smartly. You have to understand what do you want and who do you want to be and what are your goals to reach where you want to go. Yeah. So after analyzing all those things, then you have to put on the effort. You feel me? But you cannot work hard without putting your goals, your or whatever. The smart thing. I'm
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to say that. Uh-huh.
You have to work hard, work smartly, and a little bit, just little bit hard, little bit hard.
That's fine. Same.
Good example is Lionel Messi. You see,
Okay, Messi works harder.
he's very smart, very smart player.
Okay, like
But he's the best of all.
okay, like Lionel Messi being the greatest of all time. Messi puts in the work. He doesn't put in the physical work. No, like you're contradicting the whole thing. Like okay, when we're talking about those kind of people, like for all those people, like Lionel Messi and the Cristiano Ronaldo debate, like working hard doesn't mean you gotta have six packs. Like let me tell you that. Like people think it's that Ronaldo works hard because he got six packs. He has this. No. What he does, they do not contribute to what he's doing on the field. The push-ups and whatever. Like soccer is not a physical sport. It's not like American football or anything. All right, Ronaldo works hard maybe for his own his own health. As you can see, like he's 40 years old, he's still good looking, young looking, and everything. I think that's what the main goal. But like when you're talking about on your career, the push-ups don't matter. Like those push-ups he was doing and the six packs and the sex bodies, whatever, they were not helping. Or like so, like maybe you can talk about any other thing, but like
Okay, let me talk.
people work harder.
Let me talk another thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let me talk about another thing. Feel me?
Yeah.
For instance, yourself, just now in reality, you really work hard. I work. I wake up every in the morning. I would walk, or I put my water, my differences, or recordings window. Yeah, I go to career coding. This, without your plans. You feel me? And what the end of it?
Working hard also includes planning.
You don't plan. You know.
No, working hard also includes planning. No. I cannot sit here and listen to you lie. Like working hard does include planning here. You have to include planning. Like that's the literal meaning of working hard. You don't just sit there, right? Like you don't just sit there. You have plans, you have goals and everything. All right?
Yeah.
It's just like you work a little bit harder than the person who's just sitting at home and living that stuff like. And actually, okay, let me say this. Let me say this. Yes, like I mean living a soft life. All right, it will get you some things at the end of the day, but like let us talk about the legacy that you built. All right, let us talk about the generational wealth that you want to give to people, maybe whatever your children and everything. All right, that mentality, the mentality of competitiveness. All right, if you talk about that, when you're having a soft life, you don't usually get challenges from people. All right, you can be actually really really smart on one thing, and it can work out. I mean, it can work out for you like really well, but like it doesn't really like give you that edge of competitiveness from people. That means if you don't know how to compete with people, at the end of the day, your success is gonna be short lived. A hustler will overtake you any time of the day, right? Even if you're still taking a while, but a hustler will always overtake you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a hustler will always overtake you. When you put like let me say like a little bit of talent, okay, let me say a little bit of smartness, whatever. I like I'm gonna use the point smartness because like smartness doesn't only applying to soft knives. No, you gotta work hard. You gotta be smart too. Yes. So like when you put like a little bit of smartness, you gotta put on a little bit of talent and one, two, three things that you have. But like working hard, as I say, like first of all, it gives you a very wide range of exposure. All right, you get exposed to a lot of things, a lot of hardships that people pass through because they really want to really reach somewhere. They will shape them. They will shape their minds. It will shape your spirit and your strengths. So like when you get that a little bit of competitiveness or maybe a lot of competitiveness in any case, all right, you won't like really be shaken by one two little things. But when you're living a soft lives and when you get that real competition, you won't know what to do. Let me take an example. Allow me to take an example this time. All right. When you're talking about people who live the soft lives, sorry, I've not been.
Definitely me. I live with so.
Okay, you live a soft life. All right. Okay. Now let me take like this general example. All right. Women. I have nothing against women. I love women, but women do live soft lives. Majority of them, 90% of them. I mean what I say. Like women live a very short. This is not a men women debate. I'm just pointing out that women live very soft lives. All right, soft lives. Yeah, you may not be so hardworking, but let me say you have a business. All right, you have a business. Okay, let me put it this way. You got a business. All right. Let me say okay. Let me just put it in a very simple manner. You have a phone shop there at Makumbusho. Let me put it like that. All right. I have the same too. All right. Your dad gave that to you. Doesn't mean you're poor. No. Your dad gave that to you. I worked hard. I did one, two, three things. I became a wing or whatever. I did one, two, three things. One, two, three things. I really know about the job, and I opened mine. All right.
Yeah.
You're living soft. You're working, yeah, but you're living soft. All right. I have been through a lot. I know of the business. All right. I know of the culture. I know of the people. All right, because I have been there and I've worked so hard for it. So like when I really get one penny to the second penny to the second to the third penny from my own hard work, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna save that money. I'm gonna use it wisely because I worked hard for it. I'm a hustler. When you're living a soft life, all right, you given those things because like I really don't believe like you can really be very successful without working hard. You can't. So like when you're living a soft life, you have things and you're working. Yes, you don't work that hard because it's hustlers. You don't hustle. All right. You don't know what's the toil. I mean, you don't know what the toil it took. You don't know what the hardness it took. You know, or the hardships, or the sweats, or the blood and tears. You really don't know about them. So like at the end of the day, when life takes a turn, like let me say this, your sponsors, maybe your dad, maybe your aunt, whatever, your relative, whatever. Okay, your sponsors don't have it no more. What you gonna do? Like, let me ask you that. What are you gonna do compared to that hustler who has been to the very beginning of the game, knows every move, has been doing one, two, three things. He has gone up. When he went down, and he has gone up again by working hard.
So,
Yeah.
you know, everything goes in plan. If
We
you
both
plan your thing, you might go on the I hustled winger, whatever.
I had a plan though.
Hey, you had a plan.
Yeah.
Everyone has his own plans. You feel me? Everyone had all his own plans, and everyone had his own pathway to the success. You can't tell me that your pathway to the success is the same.
It's very, very different from mine. I can hustle whatever, and I may not be nowhere to the success that you have. Okay, that's just reality. That's just reality, yes. But like I'm talking like on the majority basis, all right. And that's why I'm saying like your success is gonna be short lived. You're gonna have much more success than me, yes, but it's gonna be short lived because you really don't know how to manage what you have.